How long have you been a part of any kind of version of the Larson project?
Yeah, I'm one of the lifers. I was corresponding with Jen Tepper. God, it was years before we did the concert version about the idea of maybe doing something with some unsung Larson material.
I met Jen Tepper a long time ago at 54 Below, and she actually asked me to do one of those concerts, but I wasn't available during the time. So,
because you're booked and blessed.
Yes, okay.
I had never heard of this show until Jen Tepper sent me an email asking me to come and sing one song. She said, we're doing this concert version of Never Before Heard Jonathan Larson songs at 54 Below. Would you come sing this one random song one night?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? There's more Jonathan music?
We are all fangirls of the Jonathan Larson project. Even people who are not fangirls like us are coming out of the woodwork to be having origin stories about Jonathan or about each other. It's a good energy. It's a cliche when theater people say this, but the new people feel like friends already. It feels like because we all have this uniting factor of Jonathan that we all bonded very quickly.
So I know for people like me, we love Jonathan Larson, obviously what we know from Rent and Tick Tick Boom. And what's exciting about a show like this is that you get to hear so much of his music that you don't know. What from this show is kind of something that a new song that you've heard, you're like, oh, this is now one of my faves Larson pieces.
Okay, so Adam Chanler-Berat's song Rhapsody. I did not know it before this.
Yeah.
And you can hear it's like Sondheim meets I hear music in the mirror in it.
The one that stands out for me is this song called Rhapsody that happens very late in the evening that Adam Chanler is singing, that Jennifer Tepper, our conceiver, who did all the research for this, went through the Library of Congress papers. She found this on a cassette tape labeled Jonathan Larson Songs 1982 or something like that at the bottom of a box. So this was not a song that had been performed in cabarets. This was just a song he threw down on a cassette tape.
There's a song called Piano that I cry every single time we do. It's one of the most moving songs I've ever sung. It's just exciting. And there's an entire political section that really is frightening that you can do it today, and it holds very well.
One of the really exciting things about the show is that you can feel him. We have such a limited experience of what we think of as Jonathan, but he was an artist and he was trying a lot of different things out, and in this show you kind of get to hear him pushing the boundaries of his artistry.
Yes, I have been talking to my friends. I've done a lot of new work, so I've done a lot of developing musicals, but I've never developed something like this. And the best part is that because there's not necessarily a narrative that carries all the way from beginning to end, we get to kind of start from the beginning and play within each and every single song.
Every song universe is so different from the last one. And so I'm really excited for people to enter into all of these different universes and witness this cool arc that we're crafting.
I think that everyone secretly thinks they're going to be seeing Rent, whether or not they know it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
There definitely are numbers that are, there was one that I think that he tried at one point to put into Rent. There's definitely numbers that are reminiscent of that. But I think what's so cool about this show is that Jonathan Larson wrote in so many different genres.